What time is it anyway? Jesus says it's time to bring righteousness and justice and peace into this world by giving it all you've got when you serve me. Joshua chapter 24, verse 15 says, "Choose this day whom you will serve." Joshua's invitation contains no escape clause and no room for compromise. For Israel in exile in Babylon, it was an existential choice that had to be made every day. In other words, it's all about fidelity. It's all about faithfulness. Because you've been witnesses of the same marvelous works of God toward the group and even toward yourself that the rest of us have seen too, you need to stand up and be counted. Stand up and be a witness. One of the most amazing people I've met in my entire life died just a few years ago, and I had the good pleasure of knowing Dwayne for a number of years. Although I never called him by his first name, I always said Mr. and then his last name. Dwayne was tall, ruggedly handsome, and almost dashing in a respect, if I can say that. He was a member in World War II of one of those Marine Corps Raider battalions. You know, one of those groups of people that island hopped. He told me one time that in his group, more people died from the conditions on those islands than from enemy fire. But Dwayne also told me that he always did take the Marine Corps motto seriously, Semper Fi, always faithful. I remember I asked him one time, Dwayne, I said, what the heck, you had to volunteer to get into that Raider battalion. What did you do that for? He kind of smiled and said, Pastor Martin, us farm boys back then thought we were big and tough. I'll never forget what he told me, though, one time when I referred to him as an ex-Marine. He says, no, Pastor Martin, there is no such thing. Once a Marine, always a Marine. There's no such thing as an ex-Marine. That's what Semper Fi means. It means always faithful. Today, Jesus really is telling you and me, that's kind of what discipleship is supposed to look like too. We're supposed to be all in. We're supposed to be giving it every single thing that we've got in our service to Him. Believe you me, if my friend Dwayne was still alive, he'd tell you better than I could. That's what grace to go looks like.